Hello, everybody, all you fasting freaks and carnivore crazy people and ketogenic nut jobs out there. Welcome back to the Ketogenic Fasting Project. My name is Tom, and tonight I wanted to make a video about something that's almost a little embarrassing, to be honest with you. I've been cleaning out, trying to simplify my life, and I got to this point where I am eating carnivore and fasting most of the time, and my diet's very simple. And I realized I had all kinds of these bottles, both at home and the office. And to be honest with you, they're all going in the trash. I don't even want to tell you how much money I spent on vitamins and supplements and minerals and stuff like that over time. But I thought I'd go through them and talk about them because, well, this is probably the most famous one. When you start talking about keto or especially carnivore, everybody goes, well, how are you going to go to the bathroom if you don't have any fiber? Arguably on keto, you could eat a lot of spinach or something and get a lot of fiber. But, so when I first thought about it, I picked this up. I was like, oh my God, what if I've never had a problem with constipation, but it sounds terrible. So I got this, and still full. I never needed it. So anyways, unless you got an obsession with cheese or something like that, you're probably not going to need it. I hear every once in a while somebody on the carnivore diet has a problem with constipation, but they seem to be the exception. And of course, transitioning from any diet to another diet, any sort of drastic change, is probably going to cause some sort of digestive upset, whether, you wind up with diarrhea, you wind up with constipation, or you wind, whatever. There could be a change. And if you're a very disciplined person, you might just want to transition gradually. Just start adjusting the ratios. If you're cutting out vegetables, just cut them out a little at a time and increase your meat a little at a time. For most people, there's no rush, right? There's some good old fish oil capsules. I was even giving these to my dogs. And now that I've been doing a lot of blood work and everything, and turns out I don't have any deficiencies. I don't seem to be short in anything. And I never knew that I actually was before. So, I have to look back and go, what? How did I get talked into all this stuff? Well, I can't say something positive about this. I don't know how many people have heard of this. Of course, this is plant-based. But back before I was carnivore, or actually before I was keto, I had bad allergies. And this stuff actually worked for me. You can get this on Amazon. You can get it at the vitamin store. Some of the big pharmacies have it. It's called quercetin. Most of it comes with bromelain. It's a plant pigment. It's I'm trying to remember their word for it, flavonoid. So it's often compared to the red stuff that makes apple skins red. And this worked better than any over-the-counter or prescription remedy or medicine, whatever you want to call it, for allergies for me. So, but now that I'm, been on carnivore for a year and a half, I don't have allergies anymore. So I don't need this. But if you have terrible allergies and you want to get in touch with me before this goes in the trash, you can have it. So I could say that was a helpful sort of thing to at the time, but I don't need it anymore. Here's another one that was actually helpful. This is turmeric. Turmeric is that yellow powder stuff that, looks kind of cool on the green screen. It's that yellow stuff in mustard and a lot of Indian food and curries and stuff like that. It's a root. And this is an anti-inflammatory. I'm sure a lot of you could guess what I'm going to say now. Now that I'm on a carnivore diet, even when I was on a ketogenic diet, the inflammation in my body went down. My arthritis went away, and I didn't need this anymore. So anyways, this was another thing that was actually useful. I used to get leg cramps, especially when I was keto and even in the beginning of carnivore. I take the magnesium glycinate and the potassium because it got rid of the leg cramps. But then when I realized I was getting leg cramps because I was drinking too much coffee and that was dehydrating me and I was losing all my minerals, and I cut back on the coffee, stopped getting leg cramps. So again, I don't need these anymore. You know, my girlfriend still takes it sometimes when she gets leg cramps because she's neither keto nor carnivore. She doesn't drink snake juice or anything like that. So it won't actually go in the trash, but it'll probably take her about 10 years to use all those capsules. Here's some BComplex. I had my B vitamins tested. They're rocking. Of course, they eat meat, so why wouldn't they be? Maybe you got a vegan friend out there who wants them. I don't know if they're vegan, but a lot of these come packaged with gelatin caps. Here's some vitamin A. Got a couple of bottles of that laying around. I'm not vitamin A deficient. Here's some selenium. I didn't actually get tested for that, but I don't really have any sign that I need any selenium, so I'm not going to take it. One of the reasons not to take supplements or vitamins, like if you had autoimmune disease, you could kind of still see where there's a little bit of residual redness from where my psoriasis was, but as you can see, I don't have the active lesions like I used to. So, of course, my elbows take a little longer to heal because I'm always banging them on the table or something. So, you know how it is with your elbows and your knees and stuff like that. You're always scraping them on things. But anyways, if you have an autoimmune disease, it's a good chance it's related to leaky gut. There are other causes. There can be some infections, intestinal infections, stuff like that can also cause it from what I read. But a lot of the things that are in supplements and vitamins are actually put in there to help the ingredients pass through the cell wall. This can open up. You could see there that just a little, that used to be a big patch of psoriasis on the back of my hand. It's just kind of a pink scar now. So anyways, these ingredients can cause these tight gap junctions in the intestinal wall to open up, allowing food particles that are too large to pass through. They get in the bloodstream, and then your body reacts, your immune system reacts by producing antibodies and stuff like that, which then float around grabbing these food particles, but also attack things like your skin. So you wind up with psoriasis, or they attack your joints, and you wind up with arthritis. So if you can avoid taking medications and supplements randomly, then I would, because you could actually cause yourself to have an autoimmune disease from taking these things. So anyways, I don't know that there's any way to really know, because, you know, little things like over-the-counter pain relievers or NSAIDs and non-steroidal anti-inflammatories are notorious for causing this problem. So that's another reason. I mean, I got some zinc here. I found some other bottles of zinc. I don't know why I need to take zinc. I don't know. As far as I know, I don't have it. In ginger, used to take ginger root because I used to get indigestion. Oddly enough, on a carnivore diet, I don't get into digestion. I got less on a keto diet, classic keto diet, that's for sure, than I did on the diet I was on before that. But on carnivore, man, the digestion is just amazing. So don't need that. And vitamin C, so far, even though I'm on carnivore, no sign of vitamin C deficiency. So I know there's ginormous bottles of vitamin C, and people talk about vitamin C like it's a miracle. I never noticed any difference in taking it. The lycopene, I took this. I used to get vertigo. I think I had that inner ear issue where the little crystals float out and everything. So I found the Epidose maneuver online and tried that, and sure enough, it fixed my problem. My doctor just gave me, You know, it's having me take meclizine and stuff like that, which helped, but it didn't really fix the problem. The Epidose maneuver fixed it. So I don't really think my dad had a diagnosis of Meniere's disease, and supposedly lycopene or something like that would help with that, but I didn't notice that it helped. Here's some vitamin D3. Of course, everybody's supposedly vitamin D deficient. I don't think I am. I live where it's sunny. Now that I'm carnivore, the sun doesn't really bother me like it used to. I know I was chit-chatting with Zach Bitter about the whole thing about sun, and he thought that he had just increased his ability to tolerate the sun just by more and more exposure. But then he said he had a conversation with Tucker Goodrich, and I remember, you know, Tucker's been on a number of podcasts, and he talked about the quality of the fats. Some of the fats, you know, like the seed oils and stuff like that, they break down much more easily when they're hit by ultraviolet light, because of course, like UV light has a lot of energy, and it goes in there and it hits the molecules, and it breaks them apart because it's very energetic. So Tucker Goodrich had attributed the greater tolerance to sunlight to better quality fats, you know, i.e. Animal fats. So anyways, I don't have any reason to take vitamin D. Got some more omega-3 krill oil here, you know, because you're supposed to be improving your omega-3 ratio and all that, but I don't eat seed oils. I just eat animal fats now. I don't really worry about it. Here's another one. I had a friend who said he had high blood pressure, and he fixed it by taking these omega-3 supplements. He said the trick was to look at the ratio, you know, and get the one with the highest omega-3. But of course, you know, these are in gelatin caps. You know, a lot of them are vegan now or vegetarian gel caps, and I don't eat plants, so why would I want to mess that up, you know? See if we got anything else. Well, there's some melatonin. I tried melatonin. It did make me drowsy sometimes, but it didn't seem like a good sleep to me. And I know, so I compared notes with my buddy. We were both trying to improve our sleep, and we tried things like melatonin and kava kava and stuff like that. We noticed that sometimes we were really grumpy the next day when we took stuff like that. And I know some people have good luck with it, but again, there's all kinds of crazy ingredients in here to make these little capsules stick together and give them shelf life, and, you know, coat them and all kinds of stuff. So again, kind of risky if autoimmune disease is in play, or if you really want to avoid autoimmune disease. So anyways, another thing going in the trash, another thing I more or less think I wasted my money on. So, you know, some people do have deficiencies, and some people are trying to deal with a particular, you know, maybe they're trying to, you know, lower their oxalate level or something like that, and supplements will really help, you know. And it's not that they don't have a place, but I kind of looking back on this, I kind of got suckered into a lot of things. Not that it wasn't worth a try, but I didn't take any of these supplements. I'm staring at probably 24 bottles of stuff here. A lot of them are duplicates, but, you know, I thought these things would help, and they didn't. And now they're pretty much, most of them, if close to all of them, are going in the trash. So anyways, somehow it works out better just eating meat for me. So anyways, just hopefully that's helpful for somebody out there. I appreciate people watching the videos, and if you could pass them on to somebody who might be able to use them. Obviously, the more your videos get watched, the better. And people subscribe. Getting subscribers is a big deal. I've been getting, you know, more and more subscribers a little at a time. The channel's growing a little bit, so that's always encouraging. I like people's comments. If you want, come visit us on Facebook at Autistic Carnivores or the Ketogenic Fasting Project, or Carnivores Beating Autoimmune Disease, or Keto and Carnivory, or the Super Secret Meat Cult. Come visit us there and check out carnivoreinfo.com. And I post lots of links and videos and studies and stuff like that. And so anyways, leave me your comments, pass the links around, encourage other people to watch if you think it'll help them. And thanks again for your time. Thanks for watching. And I hope this helps somebody out there.